Yo, what's up, what's up? How you guys doing? Kunal here, Bulls on Wall Street. Want to take a second and talk to you about an interesting play I did. So we had an epic trade here in AAY this morning, and it's a very, very classic setup that I think all of you guys can use for your benefit. As you can see here, a little bit, it's 1 in the morning, so 7 p.m. Eastern time. We're over here in Barcelona, Spain. So it's about 2 a.m. here, so I'm a little bit winded from today. The trading hours are wicked. It's like you start off at 3:30, and then you go to, 9, or I guess it would be 10. So it's not too bad, and then you can kind of go out and do whatever. Obviously, for me, I'm tutoring and teaching class, and so I ended up having to stay up really late. Like yesterday's class went to like 3, 4 in the morning. So I was a little bit winded, but you get to wake up and hang out and go do your thing. So it's pretty cool. One of the things that I like to do when I'm usually traveling is I shorten my work hours a little bit in terms of the trade, so I don't overtrade because I don't have access to my stand-up desk, all my stuff, ready trading off a laptop. So it's a little bit different, but I love this type of setup that I did today. And essentially, what this setup is, it's a setup based on a squeeze. So when a stock is down a lot, so on Friday, AAOY was a stock that was down like 35%, give or take, based on some bad earnings. And so, what happened was this stock ended up getting smoked out. So let me show you the daily chart on this bad boy. You'll see like it ended up getting just smoked by these bad earnings. But then it hit the lower Bollinger Band, and it was kind of in this like level of support here. And I was thinking that because the SSR is on, which that means short sale restriction, meaning you can't short bid. Oftentimes, if the float is really low on a stock, meaning what I mean by float is, right, the number of shares outstanding that can be traded, then what we can do here is really nail down a squeeze the other way. So like for AAOY, you can see here the float's 18 million, and there was 17 million shares in volume. So basically the whole float was dumped and rotated, right? And so anybody that wants to sell has essentially got out of this thing. And so today, this is just a classic setup. So today, you have this this opening weakness here. See that? They had this big flush in the close, and today it opened up slightly strong. And that was a telltale sign for me, that, hey, maybe this thing could squeeze. And what happened was once this thing started to hold its opening range, I got really, really interested in it at the open. I wanted to get in this thing quick. And so, I was looking at this thing, and as this thing is kind of holding lows here, and it ends up holding above its MAs, essentially I'm making guess that the squeeze is going to start, right? Using my moving averages in the low of day as essentially the way to manage the risk. Now remember, there's a decent amount of shorts in here, right? There's 59% of the float is short. Sure, a bunch of people probably covered on Friday, but you still get a lot of shorts. The whole float had rotated, and so now it's just a matter of playing this potential reversal based on the SSR and the short interest to the upside. I had a few hundred shares, and I ended up scaling out of this thing into the spine, and then I re-hit it though, so I made $1,700 on it. If you can see, I saw around the rest of my stuff. And then later on, what happened is, this is like my classic pattern. Once this thing comes back and holds VWAP, that's a sign, guys. When you get a stock that moves hard, and you come back and that first test to the VWAP holds, right off the bat, put the finger on the trigger, finger on the trigger, finger on the trigger. And once it starts to really hold, now I can come in and start adding really close to support, and then as you're starting to break trend line, you start adding. So, we add some few shares, I sell some into the spike, it comes back down and flags, and so I re-add some more shares, and I got it up to like 500 shares, give or take, into this flag, and then it literally was just a matter of, I'm scaling out basically 100 at resistance, 100 up here, 100 for the run, and it ended up being just a great trade. And then it dipped down, and I re-added some. So I love this kind of dip down remount play. When you dip down and you remount your 9 EMA, you can re-add this and play for the run. It is very important, guys. I cannot stress this enough. If you get a stock that's a trender, right, which is an amazing thing, that's a gift. If you get a stock that's starting to trend, what you need to do is you've got to re-hit based on setup. When I was new, where I would make the mistake is I would just rebuy. Like I'd buy and then I'd sell it and it'd be going up, so I'd buy it and sell it, buy it and sell it, and buy and sell it, and I would just be chasing and doing whatever, and you end up making too many trades. You're over trading. You're just buying and selling for no reason. But what happens if you get a trend? What you want to be doing is using your different setups based on the time of day. And you want to make sure you at least get 3 hits if you got a trender, right? So I have my morning setups, which are like my opening range plays. And then you have like your afternoon setups, right? My afternoon setups are more VWAP type plays. And then your late day setups are more flags and day-long consolidation. So you have to map out your trade depending on the time frames and then the time of day, and then really make sure to hit. If you get a stock that's a heater and you only hit it one time that day, right, you're not doing your job. Our job is to add risk to the table, to get in bigger and better as the stock starts to set itself up. So hopefully that helps, guys. I'll be on YouTube Live Wednesday at 5 p.m. again. As you know, we're making this a weekly thing. I've already done 3 of them. We had a great crowd last time. I look forward to seeing you guys. The net is the net is decent here in Barcelona, so I'll be rocking and rolling and doing my thing, and I look forward to seeing each and every one of you guys. Take care.